Come in.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Smith.
Hi.
I'm Aaron Vaughn, Assistant Vice President with Old National Trust. How are you doing today?
Aaron, I'm great. Thank you. And please call me Amanda.
Okay, awesome. Do you mind if I have a seat here?
No, please do.
Thank you very much.
Please do.
Do you mind if I use your desk?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm just going to spread my notes out here real quickly. Get my
Great.
stuff going here. So how are you doing today?
I'm excellent. Thank you. Is the weather still nice out there?
Weather's very nice.
Excellent.
Been lucky.
Excellent.
I see you have the Benny pin on there. Now
I
I gotta ask.
do.
Ball State grad myself. What's your connection to Ball State?
I have my undergrad degrees and my graduate degrees from Ball State University, and I truly do bleed cardinal red.
Yeah.
I do.
What did you study?
I studied in my undergrad religion, counseling, psychology, and business administration.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Couldn't figure out what I wanted to do when I grew up.
Yeah. What about grad school?
My grad school, I have a dual master's degree. My initial is in adult and higher ed, and the other one is in community service. So I'm a grant writer and work with not-for-profits and things like that.
I bet you didn't sleep very much when you went to Ball State.
It's not as bad as it sounds.
Wow. Well, it's always good to run into a fellow Cardinal, and
Excellent.
Ball State, you treated me very well, and I still kind of like going back to homecoming football games and then kind of still
Sure.
being involved with the university. So, Amanda, before we continue on, is there anyone else that you would like to have in this meeting today?
No, actually, I'm really in a good position because I'm the decision maker here.
Okay.
So really, you need to talk to me.
Okay, great. Well, I just kind of want to talk to you a little bit more, just kind of about yourself, just briefly. Tell me how long you've been the CEO. I know that's got to be kind of a stressful job, maybe, but just kind of tell me about your position and how you got there.
Actually, I had worked in more accounting type functions. I was the general manager for a radio station.
Okay.
And did all the books and the traffic logs and those types of things, and really enjoyed that while I was finishing my undergrad. And this opportunity arose, and kind of a shot in the dark type thing, was continuing my education, and here I am. And actually came into this company in this position.
Okay,
So
wow.
it's a great place to work.
Yeah, in 5 years now, right?
5 years.
5 years as CEO.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, as you know, we communicated last week through that email regarding some of the wealth management and financial decisions that you were kind of talking to me about for your company, ABC Distribution. And again, I want to thank you for having me in today.
You're very
I
welcome.
genuinely appreciate it. I know everyone at Old National does genuinely appreciate it as well. So
Okay.
we do thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
Now, are you familiar with Old National Trust a lot or at all? I know we got the banking side, but are you familiar with Old National Trust?
I'm not. I'm actually more familiar with your bank.
Okay, we get that a lot, but that's fine. Old National Trust, I'll take a second to kind of do a rundown for you, give
Okay.
you a little bit of information about us on the trust side. We are a wealth management division, okay? We oversee retirement plan assets in excess of $750 million.
Wow.
Okay, we're fortunate enough to be the largest and the most experienced trust company in the state of Indiana, and we've been going at it for almost 200 years.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, to be exact, 178 years. So, we are very proud of kind of the sustainability, the history, the strength, and kind of just what we've been doing for 178 years. We feel pretty good about what we've been doing. So that's just kind of the basic meat and potatoes of Old National Trust. So, yeah, it is a little different than the banking side, but there it is.
Okay.
And like I said in the email, you had an interest for Old National Trust to put together a proposal and a retirement plan solution for your employees. Is that still correct? what we're
That's
talking
still
about?
correct. Yes, we need to do some comparison shopping. You bet.
Okay, good. Well, in order to do that for you, I'm going to ask you some basic questions about your current plan, things like that. Is that going to work for you?
Absolutely.
Okay, just grab my sheet here and kind of go through our questions. Shouldn't be a lot of questions. Make a
Okay.
keep this on you. Just tell me a little bit about your current retirement plan and who it's with.
Okay. Currently, we are with John Hancock, and then we have Ameriprise as the investment firm that works with John Hancock.
Okay.
So, we've been with them for about 10 years.
Okay.
So it is time to take a look and start investigating some other things that may be out there.
Yeah, 10 years with John Hancock. That's great, though. I mean,
Yeah.
sounds like a pretty strong relationship, though. You still want to take a look, though?
I do. There's some things that are lacking.
Yeah. Well, okay, there you go. Well, tell me about your current plan and kind of tell me about the things that are lacking with John Hancock, the things you don't necessarily feel so good about it anymore.
Okay. The things that would be lacking, quite frankly, would be on the customer service and probably administrative end. Things like if my employees have trouble with anything, or even understanding the website, navigating the website, what their investment options are, those types of things, they come to me.
Yeah.
We never see a rep,
Really?
ever. I don't remember the last time that a rep is called from John Hancock or from Ameriprise for that matter and ask if they could come in and have an employee meeting. All of the communication is one way, and it's from me.
Well, tell me more about when your employees come in and they're basically asking all their questions to you. What do you feel? How stressful is that? I imagine as a CEO you might be able to use that time a little more efficiently if you weren't helping an employee with their retirement plan. I know you're glad to help them, but that's probably a little bit stressful for you, right?
And it can be simply because I want the best for my staff.
Right.
And I want them to be able to have what they need to retire with dignity.
Yeah.
And you know, I feel like I have a responsibility to help them get to that point in their career. If I wasn't fending all of the questions or concerns, what have you, I probably wouldn't have to work as late in the evening as I have to, and I could go home to my own family.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. What would you be doing with your time? I mean, that would be nice, going home with your family, spending, allocating your time and other responsibilities that you have
Exactly.
as a CEO. So very well understood. Tell me about your company turnover rate. What's that like? Is it low? Is it high?
It's really little to none. I mean, we are very blessed with a very strong workforce here. We just almost have no turnover at all.
Fantastic. And that's really, I say fantastic because, especially with retirement plans, if you have a high turnover rate, that's going to be a lot more fees because every time an employee leaves, there's a fee that's going to be administered to you. So having a low turnover rate is something to be very proud of.
Okay.
And that's obviously a very good sign for you guys. So
Good to know.
kudos to you for that. I also wanted to kind of ask you about your fees inside your current plan with John Hancock. So tell me about your fees inside and outside the plan.
Okay. As per the last fee statement that I received sometime back in the summer, we were paying approximately $10,000 to Hancock and then an additional $10,000 to Ameriprise.
Okay.
So all in about $20,000.
So about $20,000 inside the plan. Okay. And then you guys do payroll in-house, or is that?
We farm out to ADP.
Okay.
Very excited about farming out to ADP. We've done that. I can't tell you how long because it predates me.
Yeah, Amanda, that's really great because ADP is perfect for us because we actually interface with them and they're one of our partners.
Fantastic.
So they actually make the payroll deferrals. So if you had employees that were getting their payroll taken care of, they would basically give that right to us, and we have a very strong partnership with ADP. So good to know there.
Good.
ADP is a great partner of ours, and
So we're not reinventing the wheel.
we're not reinventing the
Okay.
wheel, and that is always nice.
Good.
So before I continue on, I just kind of wanted to tell you two interesting kind of unique things about Old National. Old National Trust is very unique in the fact that we are still taking pride in growing our book of business with retirement plan solutions. A lot of other companies, retirement vendors, John Hancock, a life insurance company, doesn't specialize in what we specialize in.
Okay.
They're trying to get out of this business.
Okay.
We're growing the book of business. We like that. With that, we sit in the fiduciary role, which means that we take all of the risk. Does John Hancock take all the risk with all your asset?
I don't know the answer to that.
I do. John Hancock, since they're a retirement vendor, they don't take all of the risk. They don't sit in the fiduciary role. And that could be a very, very bad thing for your employees. If anything happened to their assets, that is all on you. That is not on John Hancock at all. With Old National, we sit in the fiduciary role. We take all risk, all liabilities, and we take care of the retirement plan assets for your employees because they are important to us. 178 years we've been doing that.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. Just a couple more questions. In analyzing your 5,500, I can see right here that your current retirement plan has 46 participants. Is that still correct?
It is.
Okay, and
It
you
is.
guys have an asset base of $2.7 million.
That's correct.
And that's all up to date still.
That's correct.
Okay, good. Now you mentioned the customer service from John Hancock, and that you personally have to spend a lot of that time kind of helping your employees out. Do you realize that John Hancock, since they don't have that fiduciary role, do you realize that basically there is, like I said, there's an enormous risk on you being the CEO? What would you feel if you guys had something happen and the risk came back on you and your employees didn't have that retirement?
I would be devastated, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think the employees would think if they went home and they had to tell husband or wife and their family that assets are gone?
Can't even go there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I just kind of wanted to bring it to your attention because that's a serious problem. And with John Hancock, that is something that's
Okay.
not going to be taken care of right now.
Okay.
Okay, so Mrs. Smith, let's run through this, quickly summarize. Your current plan is with John Hancock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're not happy with your customer service from them.
Not at all.
All right, you're unaware that John Hancock does not carry the risk with your employees and the retirement assets and the fiduciary role.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you're looking for a proposal that will provide a retirement plan solution to the 46 participants, all while hopefully saving you some fees and saving you some money.
That's it in a
Is
nutshell.
that all correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, with Old National Trust, Amanda, we will earn your business. I can guarantee you that. I have an investment team waiting to personally help your employees with that customer service.
Okay.
They're waiting right now in the wings. They'll come in, they'll help you 24/7. They'll be there daily, and that's going to give you a lot more time to do your CEO responsibilities and maybe spend some more time at home. Would you like that?
I would.
Okay. We also would sit in the fiduciary role, like I've mentioned. I want to keep emphasizing that to you because carrying all the liabilities and the risk of the participants is absolutely vital. Okay, to having a really good retirement plan solution. Any questions you have for me today?
I really think it's going to be hard. And great presentation, by the way.
Thank you.
Great information to think about. But I really think it's going to be hard for you guys to better the fees.
Yeah.
I feel like $20,000 all in is a very good fee. Although I haven't shopped the plan in the 5 years I've been here, so I think you're going to have a really big challenge there.
So your concern is basically that the fees that you're paying right now with John Hancock are going to be hard to beat for Old National.
I do. I
Okay.
absolutely do.
Okay. Well, I understand your concern. What I want to tell you there is that today I won't know the exact fees and the exact number that I can give to you. After we write the proposal, I'll know that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But I do feel very confident with our investment lineup that we propose for your plan that if we're going to have a good shot at it.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because John Hancock sets a lot of those fees within the investment lineup. And there's a lot of hidden fees in there
Okay.
that you may not know about. I know you didn't know about the
Okay.
fiduciary role, and I'm just willing to bet that you might want to take a look at that.
Okay.
So after we propose that plan, I feel pretty confident that you might like our fees. Does that kind of answer your
It
concern?
does. It does,
Okay.
for sure.
Any other questions you have for me?
And what do you mean when you talk about the investment lineup themselves have fees? They do?
Yeah, so you're asking kind of about the investment
Yeah,
lineup. And, yeah, basically just the investment lineup. We're going to offer a lot of those choices, whether it's mutual funds, basically.
Okay.
We have over 2,300 mutual fund families to offer.
Wow.
That's probably double of what
You're
John
not going to
Hancock
show
does.
me 2,300 Okay, good.
That's probably
Good.
double of what John Hancock offers, so does that kind of
Yeah.
answer your concern
It
there?
does. It
Okay,
does.
good. All right, well, fantastic. Would you like to schedule maybe a meeting for next
I
week?
would.
I'm thinking next Monday or next Tuesday,
Okay.
if that's good for you.
Let
we can
me
get that proposal
check.
presented to you.
Yeah. Monday, actually, I only have a 12 o'clock, so it's on your
Fantastic.
schedule.
Okay, well, I will get together your proposal,
Okay.
which will include information on, I'll kind of run it down for you one more time. The proposal is going to include information on the investment mutual funds, okay,
Okay.
the lineup there, the retirement plan solution fees,
Okay.
that bottom dollar. We're going to have some referrals from ADP in there as well,
Excellent.
okay?
Excellent.
Our customer service guarantee, we're going to talk about that, and the price to sign with Old National Trust. Does
Okay.
that work for you?
It does.
Okay, I'm going to leave you with something today. This is basically just a sheet of Old National. It talks about our trust. It also talks about the banking and just kind of the Old National family altogether. You can kind of learn some more about our company that way and the other services that we provide. So,
Great.
is there any other thing I
Great.
can do for you today? Any other questions I can answer for you?
You've been very thorough, and I really will look forward to your proposal next week and seeing you again and hearing more about the solution that you're going to present. So
Great.
very
Here's
excited.
my business card.
Thank you.
In between next week, if you need anything at all, my phone's always open.
Excellent.
It's always on the line. You can call me anytime you need. So
Excellent.
I thank you
Thank
very much.
you.
I want you to have a great day, okay?
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you. I will.